This week I pulled out straight bangers, so stay tuned. What's good, guys? Hunter here and welcome back to Fragrance Hunter. Hope you're all doing good and had a good week, guys, because this week I was smelling incredible from Monday to Sunday, and I cannot wait to break down what fragrance I wore on each day. Because boys, you already know we're always smelling good over here. Now, before we go ahead and get into my list as well, drop your rotation down below because I know you guys are smelling good as well too. But if you are new to this series, I basically run down what fragrance I wore on each day, how many sprays I did to kind of weather outside, and of course, if that fragrance got any attention or not, whether it's good attention or bad attention. And how about we waste no more time and get right into Monday. Monday was in the low 30s and snowy outside. So we're finally getting some snow. The winter is coming. So of course, I went with Rayhan Crimson, guys. This fragrance right here really shocked me. I fell in love with this one instantly, guys. And I highly recommend you check this one out, especially if you love warm, spicy, cozy, sexy fragrances, because that's what this is. Now, I believe it's also inspired by Creed Santoris. I've smelled it once or twice. Never wore it, never tested it, but man, as a standalone fragrance for the price, this is a must for the cold weather. And I mean, like, seriously good. Now, this opens up very spicy from like cinnamon, this red, pink pepper, cardamom, of course, that dries down to this kind of chocolatey patchouli. They kind of tonka bean, vanilla, and benzoin base, which adds this warmth DNA to the dry down. And this right here gave me like red flag energy, kind of like Netflix and chill kind of vibes. And there's no doubt about it, when you walk past somebody and they smell this on you, they're gonna fall in love with the way you smell, guaranteed. Now, on Monday, did do 10 sprays of Rayhan Crimson. The performance is excellent. My girl also told me that I smelled amazing. So yeah, it might be one of my new favorite Middle Eastern fragrance discoveries this year alone, and also my first introduction to Rayhan. So drop some recommendations from them down below because I know they have so many fragrances in this line. Thursday was in the mid 30s and also snowy outside, and I put out the brand new Mind Games Check Please. Are you guys a fan of Mind Games? Because man, do they make bangers, guys. I'm not even joking. The majority of them are straight fire. Definitely Check Please is one of those, because it opens up with this fruity apple, a ton of nutty vibes from like nougat and hazelnut immediately in the opening, guys. And I was worried about the opening from the apple, because if you know queening, that opens up with a burst of fruity apple as well. And that one kind of went into this hand soaped body wash type of vibe, which didn't smell the most of high quality. This one, however, is much better than queening for being an apple, nutty, vanilla fragrance. I don't know who's hyping up queening out there, but man, what is that about? Because yeah, wasn't the biggest fan of it. This one, however, beats queening in my opinion. It also dries down to this spicy cinnamon, fruity plum, and then you have this kind of oak wood vanilla base. On that day though, I did do 6 sprays of Check Please. Don't recall doing much on a Tuesday, but man, I was smelling luxurious, of course, with Mind Games. Wednesday was in the mid 40s and cloudy outside, and I pulled out a Tralia's Matcha Latte. So your boy was smelling like a matcha all day long with this right here. Now, are you a fan of matcha? Do you prefer it over coffee? Because lately, I've been loving green matcha, guys. Plus, apparently it's much healthier and gives you a better kind of caffeine boost throughout the day without that crash. And man, does it taste good, guys, especially a matcha latte, however. And that's what this one smells like. It literally smells like I'm drinking a matcha latte, not even joking, guys. It's so authentic. Never smelled anything quite like this. Very milky, very creamy, very heavy on vanilla, and of course, very sweet. I'm not sure how they're getting that matcha type of vibe in here. I don't know if they put matcha in this fragrance or using some kind of accord to make it smell like that, but it's good. And lately, I've been becoming a huge fan of the House of Atralia. I believe this one is one of the newest fragrances from that house. Now, on that day as well, on Wednesday, I did do 10 sprays of matcha latte. The performance was pretty good. Couldn't complain about it, guys, even though it kind of has this milky, kind of soft vibe to it. Still lasts the majority of the day easily. So if you want to smell like a walking matcha latte, check this out. Thursday happened to be in the high 40s and sunny as well, and I put out the brand new Riiffs Seasons Rise. I know last week we talked about Riiffs Season Drift, which was inspired by Bleu de Chanel List Exclusive. I fell in love with that fragrance. Rise, however, is going to be very similar to Strong With You Parfum. So if you're a Strong With You Parfum fan, you're going to want to check out Rise because it's almost identical. And me personally, I've never really been the biggest fan of the Stronger With You DNA like at all. I know a lot of people love it, go crazy for it, and think it's the best thing in the world. Me, however, I'm kind of iffy about it. It's good, but it's not fantastic if you get my drift. But you get that spicy pink pepper, nutmeg, some cinnamon, very sweet as well. And I'm not sure if this is the first inspired by Stronger With You parfum fragrance out there. The only one I know is this. If you're looking for that, maybe you want to check this out. Plus the bottle is pretty sweet. Of course, you got seasons right there, and it kind of has this almost grabble feel to the cap and front of the bottle. And obviously has fall vibes through and through with that picture. However, on Thursday, I did do 6 sprays of Rise. The performance was decent. I don't know if it was as good as Stronger With You parfum. That fragrance is like a beast. Still not a weak performing fragrance at all. And if I had to choose between Rise or the new Drift, I'm picking Drift probably 9 out of 10 times, guys. That one is fantastic. So that's what I wore for Thursday. Friday was in the high 50s and sunny outside, so it's starting to warm up later on in the week. And I was smelling like old money on Friday with Napoleon Daniel. Apparently, this is like a classic fragrance from the 70s. And man, is this one good, especially if you love those classy, gentlemanly, old school type of DNAs. You're gonna love Daniel, guys. It has that beautiful, bright Italian lemon burst opening right away with some florals that dries down a little bit spicy from this fresh, spicy, zesty ginger, some cloves and nutmeg, but you also get this kind of resinous elemi note with a very musky, kind of clean, dry down from Napoleon Daniel. And the lemon in this fragrance kind of reminds me of Acqua di Parma's Colonia, which has been around for like 100 years. But if you want to smell wealthy and like old money, this is a great option to go for. On Friday, I also did do 6 sprays of Daniel. The performance was pretty good, especially for how fresh and citrusy and musky this fragrance comes across. It's not gonna last like 12 hours, but it's definitely gonna get you through the majority of the day without any problems whatsoever. So have you guys heard of Napoleon Daniel since it's been around from the 70s? Let me know down below because this one is really good. Saturday was the warmest day of the week in the mid 60s and cloudy outside, and I pulled out Mont Blanc's Legend, the OG Legend that you really can never go wrong with this DNA, guys. One of the best signature scent worthy dumb reach fragrances on the entire market, even to this day. I finally got Legend in the collection after so many years, guys, and I got the big 200 ml of this bad boy right here. And this is the kind of fragrance you can easily just overspray and nobody is even gonna complain about it, guys. Such a crowd pleasing DNA to its core, and just one of the most complimented DNAs on the market as well. If you don't already know, it's very similar to Abercrombie & Fitch's Fierce and even like Parfums de Marly's Percival. This kind of citrusy, aromatic type of DNA. And almost every single time I wear a fragrance that smells like this, I always get a compliment from it. On that day though, I did do 10 sprays of Legend. Like I said, I won't be overspraying the crap out of this because my bottle is huge and you can't go wrong with it. Now my girl said that I smelled amazing and that I smell like Abercrombie. Just the kind of fragrance that pretty much, once you smell this, you've smelled it before, believe me. But are you guys still rocking Legend in 2025? I know this has been around for probably over 10 years now, and pretty much is a modern classic at this point. So yeah, that's what I wore for Saturday. Sunday was in the low 50s and cloudy, and I pulled out Burberry London, another modern classic from Burberry, guys. I finally got this in the collection as well. And oh my goodness, is this an overrated fragrance or what from Burberry? It's gotta be one of my favorites from the house easily now. It's so cozy, so warm, comforting, and smells like the holidays, guys. It smells like in the winter, going to a Christmas party, wearing a kind of trench coat with a scarf. Wow, I really love this one. And it kind of reminds me of when I was younger because I believe I had like a tiny bottle of London like years and years and years ago. Because this one opens up with this spicy, really cozy, warm cinnamon with this kind of aromatic lavender that's almost on this minty side of lavender. It has this kind of minty vibe right away. It does dry it down to this rugged leather, this very earthy kind of cherry pipe tobacco. And I can't believe I'm now finally having a bottle of Burberry London in the collection, man. This one is really, really good, especially for the price as well. I mean, this is far better than Burberry Brit, Burberry for Men, far better than Burberry Touch, and even Mr. Burberry, guys. One of the best from the house, maybe on par with Burberry Hero and its flankers. Just wow, I love this one, man. I cannot wait. I'm probably gonna wear this during the holidays for sure. Now, on Sunday, I did do 10 sprays of Burberry London. My girl said I smelled so good on that day. She could not stop smelling me throughout the entire day as well. But like I said, it brings out this very comforting, cozy nuance. In my opinion now, a must-have for the winter months. So let me know, are you a fan of Burberry London? Or is it kind of like outdated now? Because I do not think so whatsoever. Now that's gonna do it for my rotation. As always, if you haven't already, drop your rotation down below. I want to see what you guys are rocking with and smelling like. And besides that, leave a like, subscribe below as well if you haven't already, because what are you doing? I got you guys with daily fragrance content. And of course, catch all of you back here tomorrow. Take care, everybody.